Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naim Azam, Chief Market Analyst at AvaTrade's, and welcome to our channel in which we discuss all the major fundamentals which are moving the markets on a daily basis. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, I highly recommend you to do so, because in these particular videos, what we discuss is where we discuss various different opportunities that are in the market. Because today we are seeing a red is the dominant color among markets. So it doesn't matter whether you are looking at commodities, whether you're looking at equities, or even at cryptos as well, because Bitcoin is under a massive selling pressure. Remember, yesterday we did this technical analysis video on Bitcoin, where we mentioned several different entry points, perhaps the possibility of a entry point. What I mean by that is like those possible support levels where the prices can really bounce. And now it seems like that the price is moving very close to those particular levels, and I'm really referring to a 200-day simple moving average in terms of from a technical perspective or from technical point of view on the 4-hour time frame, because price violated the 100-day simple moving average twice already, and now the move was really going to be towards the 200-day simple moving average. Do not worry if you are not too much familiar with these ones, because we will be posting another full video on Bitcoin later on today as well, and that would be complementing the analysis that we've done yesterday. But in terms of commodities, we are seeing a lot of move to the upside in terms of gold prices. Gold prices have reclaimed that 1800 price level, the most important psychological price point, because from here onwards, really the rally is towards 1850 to 1867. But when we look at equity markets, the red is the dominant color, because DAX index is very much moving towards the 50-day simple moving average, and it is really challenging that moving average. I think that the likely chances are that we will break below this moving average, as I can see it right in front of me. And then the same is also happening with the Nasdaq as well, because there's no doubt that the Nasdaq has been selling quite well for the last few days, and then the sell-off is very much the big tech sell-off that we are already seeing. So companies like Zoom, Amazon, Google, Alphabet, Microsoft, all of them, and Facebook, or just to name some of them, all of them have moved quite to the downside. And of course, Tesla has lost more than 8% of its value yesterday as well. So the S&P 500 index is also moving to the downside. The only index among the US indices which is really still holding on to its gains till now is still it is your Dow Jones Industrial Average, because when it comes to Dow Jones Industrial Average, I'm still seeing that momentum is still very much maintained to the upside. So not much momentum, not much movement is really taking place to the downside. But when it comes to oil prices, it is a completely different narrative, because the uptrend is still very much in place. So if we look at oil prices now, you can see oil prices are still, despite the fact that all equity markets are trading to the downside, but oil prices are trading to the upside. I'm seeing the crude oil prices up by nearly 1%. Brent oil prices are up over 1%. So they're trading at 66, and that's all of that is because of the bad weather that we are seeing over in Houston, Texas, and because of that, the rigs are very much closed. So we have this sort of a supply shortage, and moreover, because of the coronavirus, a relaxation of policies. Because remember, yesterday Boris Johnson, the British Prime Minister, also announced that, and then that the UK will be coming out of its lockdown in various different stages. So from March 8th, the schools will be reopening, and then after 5 weeks, we will have for non-essential shops opening as well. And all of this optimism has really pushed sterling to the upside against the dollar, and we're trading at 1.40. If you wanted to know a little bit more about sterling, that technical analysis, that's also done on a separate technical analysis video as well. That's all for now, folks, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.